dressed in the humility of Agbada, with wide arms large enough to hide the scars of his 15-year-old self. A neatly bent to the side filler, gently placed on his head, but bent enough to avoid the memories of his childhood rushing into his head. He has his well-crafted beaded necklace wrapped around his neck, almost the same way every detail of his growth would have strangled life out of him as a young boy. Then he steps into a room looking like that, and everyone in the room begins to say in fear, Chief. Not because Iyabisi, the chief's mouthpiece, held a piece of information about Chief that they couldn't miss, but because Chief's presence kept screaming, Mischief, let us go down memory lane. A memorable number of years ago, one that we wish never existed. He was just a boy. He was just a boy existing like other kids in the hood. He was just a boy existing like other kids in the hood. A long time before he knew what it meant to have a mood, and much more than he remembered his childhood crush in the hood, Alake. His memory seems never to take him away from the times his father and uncles would say to him, Awu, Alade, meaning Alade. You cannot become a man that way. Now that made him confused, because they made it seem like he was not aware of what was growing between his legs. Again, they would say to him, Alade, you cannot enjoy cooking. Come here, sit with myself and your uncles and watch us exchange intelligent conversations. Now that made him confused again, because they made it seem like the kind of gist his mothers and sisters were having in the kitchen were dull conversations. So, the pride that walked into the room in Agbada is the same ego that his forefathers found their identity in. Even at the times when their ego could not produce any ego, they will still hold on to what their ancestors had going on for them a long time ago. So, do not be surprised. Do not be surprised if at 19, the young boy that sat with the elders, with the men of the hood, is the same boy that is now a Gen Z at heart, but with a genesis of pressure. He is now an ex-child, exodused into adulthood so quickly. He has now become a refugee, seeking responsibility and independence so badly that he has seen it as a crime to seek for the wisdom to survive from the one that has birthed him. So now, he sees it that the preservation of his manhood is only defined by how much time he spends with the hooligans. Yes, the hooligans in the hood, the gangs in the school, and the fools in the pool of their own troubles. I say again, the hooligans in the hood, the gangs in the school, and the fools in the pool of their own trouble. After all, they will say, the man owns war, while the woman owns peace. Alade. See, the society might have made you a 39-year-old at heart, even at 19. But the truth is, life is not defined by the afro on your head. Neither is it defined by you choosing to play ayo with the men and not 10-10 with the women. Life is not defined by how much scars you and brother can cover. Life is defined through your own lens. What do you see and how do you see it? I say it again. Life is defined through your lens, what you see and how you see it. Come on, Alade. The level of your manhood is not reduced by who is leading. The level of your manhood again is not reduced by the person that is leading. It is not reduced by the woman that has been seen as the leader in the hood. Okay? See, when they say to you, will you just sit down there and cry? Come on, get up and show her that you're a man. Yes, sit down and cry like the human that you are. Sit down and cry like the human that has emotions that you have. Then get up and try for excellence. Try for excellence like the man that has a sensitivity of what humanity is. I said get up and try for excellence, not out of insecurity, but out of the security of what you know that mentality has defined humanity to be. So, Alade, do not be pressured into becoming an adult quickly. Rely on the ones that love you. Rest your shoulders on the ones that will not raise their shoulders too high when they see you coming. AFRO-BOY, we are rooting for you. You don't have to become an African man quickly. Sit in your era of being a Gen Z. Enjoy, explore, and excel.